Okay.
Cool.
Give my that.
Well, welcome everybody. We are in Bali, Peradena.
Is that where we are?
Yeah, I
Penanana?
think so.
Penanana. Alright. We're here talking about what we're talking about. A bit of everything.
Bit of everything, random shit to be honest.
Yeah, we're two like 20-year-old guys moved over to Bali and now we're just like making business happen. Um, a lot of people at home ask me how I'm here. Um, they ask me about what I do. I'm even confused to meet someone like Taylor here. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing. But we both met here like a few days ago, and connected. So
Literally, little bit of a background. I was on the treadmill and I'm seeing this guy doing like handstands and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's sick. I'm really into that kind of stuff as well. This is how easy it is to meet people in Bali. You walk down, you put up your fist, you receive a fist bump, and then you're in conversation. Just like that. And then, yeah, we just started talking, and it was easy. Like, it's so easy to meet people here.
yeah, like I said, everyone's just doing something here to better their life. So I
Yeah.
think this is like if you want to meet anyone, kind of on the frequency of making money, getting healthy, this is definitely the best place to be. So that's how we met, and yeah, we're just gonna talk about some random stuff. Hopefully, give some people some value.
Yeah.
Feel more knowledgeable, and hopefully they can go do what they want after this video, like move to Bali if that's really something you want to do, or like Taylor, start a farm and live your own life.
Yeah. Little bit of a caveat. We don't want to seem like we know what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh yeah,
We are like, I think this is one of the best things. Maybe you can say something else to this as well.
yeah,
The biggest thing is just doing, just executing. You don't need to know like what's going to happen 3 months ahead, a month ahead. You don't need to know the whole thing figured out.
yeah,
Like none of like I don't know about you, but I don't have anything figured out. I've got an idea
yeah,
of the things that I want to achieve and what I want to do, but if I stayed in Sydney thinking, okay, this is going to happen exactly like this, I probably would have never come here.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. There's only so much you can learn in theory. Like
Yeah.
I can only learn or like read about or watch so much until I go and do it.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like in your case where you want to like build a farm or something like that, like build a house. You can only read so much,
Yeah.
but until you go out and just fucking make it happen, it's always gonna be like in theory.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you ever want to like learn something, because a lot of it is with learning. If you want to learn something or go do something, you just gotta send it, and you'll learn along the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like in terms of I don't know if we if we're credible to give advice or not, that's probably the best thing because that's what we've done.
Yeah.
We've heard about Bali, we heard about online business, and we're like, okay, I don't exactly know how it's going to work, but I'm willing to try it. And
Exactly.
that's probably, maybe you can attest to this as well. That's the biggest thing that's lacking from back home.
Yeah.
In Sydney, it's like it's always the safest route first. And at least in Australia, Sydney, we've got tall poppy syndrome, where as soon as you start to stand up amongst the crowd, they cut your head off.
Really, I haven't
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
of that before.
It's
Damn.
yeah, it's not like a. You don't really get much support. It's more like, oh, you're doing this content thing. Why don't you just get a real job?
Yeah.
You know? Like, why do you have
Yeah.
to do that? Just
Yeah.
do this. It's like, well, there's something in my heart, and there's fire in my heart, and it's burning. I don't want to extinguish it, so I'm just willing to try something
Yeah,
out.
I mean, I think that's just the average route they teach in school. It's always just like, learn, get a job, and then go do it for the rest of your life. But if you're someone that has a passion in something else, or you don't even want to work for someone, it's gonna be a different route, and you're gonna have to learn different things.
Absolutely. One of the other things is be willing to be ridiculed. I kid you not, Arthur's like, I couldn't, honestly, I couldn't be sitting here in this table with people around me and feeling comfortable literally maybe 3 months ago. Like, I wouldn't have been able to done this. I would have been anxious. I would have been looking left and right. Who's watching
Yeah.
me? What do people think
Yeah.
of me? But honestly, when you're willing to be ridiculed, when you accept the fact that, okay, some people might judge you or hate you or make fun of you, and you accept that, you become so free.
Yeah,
You become
yeah.
truly free.
Yeah, I mean, the way I like to think of it is like it's my life, and am I gonna let someone like that's just random, that's gonna die, that's gonna be in the
Yeah,
grave as well,
literally.
80 years. Am I gonna let that person judge what I'm doing and prevent me from going where I want.
Yeah.
And yeah, you gotta just think about it. Alex Hormozy, the GOAT. I stole this from
The
him.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Absolute
But
GOAT.
2 generations later from now, like no one's even gonna remember your name if you really think about it. Like I genuinely, I, I can't name my like great granddad. I genuinely don't know who he is. So to think you're gonna be in that position one day, you can do anything you want right now, and it will not matter in the long run. So why not just build the best life you have? Why not do what you want, get where you want to be, and not care about what people think about you? And the thing is,
Absolutely.
it's like it's easier said than done because
is.
I can sit here and say, oh, I don't care what people think about me. I'll go record. But knowing damn well, like sometimes it is tough taking out your camera in public and just be like, hey guys, like because you know people are watching you. So
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
sometimes awkward, but the only way to overcome that is just by doing it in practice,
Yeah.
doing
totally.
it and just building that skill of just not giving a fuck. Because it is a skill at the end of the day. It's a skill you have to
Absolutely.
develop. Yeah. No,
Question I want to ask you. I think I must have asked you in our personal conversation, but for the sake of the video as well.
yeah.
What was a decision that changed your life? It doesn't have to be like, oh, this made me millions of dollars, but like, what decision did you make that allowed you to see the future clearly and build this confidence in yourself, knowing that you'll be able to do something with your life?
I mean, for me, the main confidence come from just the whole physical side, because I was always good at sports. So I was good at gym, I was good at boxing, I was good at like anything athletic. So that like I was thinking to myself like I'm so good at these physical sports that I have to sit here and study and learn. Why can I not just translate that into business and finance? And that's the thing that's like even to my in my head like to this day, like I feel like I'm quite confident in saying I feel like in majority of the sports I could just pick them up and be better than the average person. So why can I not translate that? And that's for me personally, that's what it is. It's just like I can do this, so why can't I just
Yeah,
turn this? Because getting rich is like getting rich and successful and like building a business. That is a skill set. It's a skill set
absolutely.
you learn. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's just been always been like I can do physical stuff. Why can't I do the business stuff?
I think that's so right because when you realize you can master or do really good at one thing, that kind of breaks the perception in your mind that people say to you, "Oh, it's harder than it looks. It's harder than it's actually super simple. You just have to do it,
Exactly.
and once you do it, you'll learn along the way anyway." And it breaks that conception, that preconceived notion in your mind that okay, well, yeah, exactly like Arthur said. If I can be good at physical sports, why can't I be good at this? It's just a
Exactly.
skill set.
Exactly. It's just how it is. What about you?
Yeah. For me, I'd say traveling.
Traveling.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
21 years old, I went to Thailand to become a yoga teacher. But the reason why traveling, I'd say, is because you're so far away from other people's opinions of you. You know, your dad expects you to be this certain person. Your friends expect you to be this certain person. And as soon as you step out of that,
Yeah.
they try to put you back into that box. Not necessarily because they're evil, but because that's just who they know you as, and that's who they're comfortable with. Exactly.
Okay.
And traveling by myself, isolating myself from social media, from like another thing is like a lot of red pill YouTubers or like these alpha guys,
Yeah.
you say, like they'll actually try to change your mind
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it's not actually you, you know? So all in all, the summary is like traveling and really listening to who I am and who I want to be, I think made the hugest difference.
Did you ever have a lot of like? Because I know you know how some people say mindset is super important to start like business. Like going from gotta live the average life to I'm gonna start my business. Did you need to have like a big shift in mindset? You had to sit yourself down and like say I'm gonna make this happen.
Fuck, that's a good question.
Or was it kind of just like an easy switch? It was like, oh, I'm
Nah,
just gonna go do it.
for me, it was such a hard switch, man. I remember I spent 3 weeks, 2, 3 weeks in my head coming up with the best way to propose to my dad that this is what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then when I got to the point, bro, I started shaking. I couldn't even like the thing that I memorized, I completely forgot about anyway.
Yeah.
So it was pretty hard for me because I had a lot of self-doubt, a lot of lack of faith in that. Yeah, I struggled with a lot of self-belief issues when it came to doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So that was a bit hard for
fair
me.
enough. Was it when you started at least? Is it hard for you to stay consistent? Because for me, it was always a consistent thing.
It was,
It
yeah.
was always like, well, for me, starting wasn't hard. I just went on the internet and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I started doing it. Like, I didn't tell my mum anything. It was when I was still going uni before I dropped out.
Nice.
But then consistency was a big thing for me because all I kept thinking after like 2 months of doing it, I was like, this isn't gonna work. This is stupid. I'd then stop. I'd get back into the same cycle where I was like, oh, I need to make something happen, or else I'm going to be broke for the rest of my life. I'd start, and then it happened again. And this was back and forth,
Yeah.
personally for me. So I was wondering, did you have something similar to that?
Yeah, so firstly, starting for me was hard, but also consistency was for me hard as well, exactly like you said. The thing that kept me, the thing that broke my consistency was, I'm sure you can relate to this, putting your heart and soul into a video and then it absolutely fucking tanking.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Okay.
wait, what's the point of all of this? You know,
Yeah.
I'm working so hard, I'm doing all of this, there's no point. And then you start to lose that. Another thing, maybe you can attest to this more in the UK as well. You lose sight of the goal sometimes
Yeah.
when life gets in the way. You know, your friends call you out for a beer or to hang out, and you decline it 10 times, but the 11th time you want to say yes, and you
Yeah.
do. You know, and we're not against that. We're not saying like, oh, you got to like, you know, lock in and
Fuck fired.
fuck
Yeah.
We're not saying that. Like, we're not fucking goblins or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
you know, things get in the way. Shit happens in your life, and you kind of lose track of the goal, I guess. But my question to you is, what gets you back on the path?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. And I think what gets me back on the path is knowing, like, if I don't start now, I'm just delaying what I'm going to do anyway.
Yeah.
So it's the fact that, like, why would I not want it earlier so I can enjoy it when I'm older? Because right now, if I'm delaying it, I'm just waiting for a bad situation comes up. Whether I've got to pay for my car, I've got to, like, if my family can't afford something, and I'll have no money. So that's why I think, like, all that's in my head when I'm delaying something is I'm gonna need to do this anyway. So why am I not doing it now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that's what stays in my head. And
For me, it's been. I heard this. You know, you scroll on Instagram every now and then, you actually find something that sticks with you, where 99% of it is just garbage, in my opinion. The one thing that stuck with me is, and it might sound cringe, I don't give a fuck. This is actually insane. You are literally the writer of your own story. Like, you write your
that
own
is true,
life.
yeah.
You're the main character in your own life. You know, exactly like we said. Like, people might look at you for like 5 seconds when you pick up the camera in public, but then they're facing their own demons straight away.
yeah,
And so you
Yeah.
really are the director of your own movie. And
yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah,
and knowing that, but also knowing that I've got one life, there is no respawn button, and living tomorrow isn't guaranteed, why wouldn't I do this? So every time I lose consistency, that's literally the thing that brings me back. It's like, wait,
hell yeah,
bro, like,
I
I've got
that.
one life. What the fuck am I doing? Why am I actually so scared of people, you know? Swear to God.
Hell yeah. No, I used to have this idea in my head that all successful people were like businessmen, really strict, and they were kind of boring people that only spoke about money. But as I speak and connect with more people, I realize that they're just like the same as me. They're just making money already.
Yeah.
Like it was just such like a wide eye opener because I was like, these people are funny. Like someone like you're doing business as well. You're trying to achieve the same thing as me, and I love speaking to you. Like, it's not hard at all.
Yeah.
Whereas people in England, like, it's hard to find someone that does business, so it's hard to ever know whether they are like a good person or like good to interact with.
Yeah, and you know what? By the way, thanks for that. I do find it speaking to you super easy, and I'm actually like I was telling to him. I think I told you this the other night. I'm grateful for meeting you. Like, literally, that's fucking sick.
It's wild.
But also, maybe you can attest to this as well. When you're rich in, let's say, like a country like America, the UK, or Australia, versus when you're rich in Bali, Vietnam, I think there's a complete difference in mindset because you're rich in the UK, but you still have to deal with fucking taxes. You got to deal
Yeah.
with this corporation, yada yada.
You're
When
not
you're
really
rich
rich.
here, you're paying 10% and you're chilling. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, you've got more of that. How could I say? You're more yourself here. You've
Yeah.
got that time to
Plus,
connect
it's
with people.
super easy to be generous.
It is,
If you
it
want to give a
actually
tip
is.
to someone, it's like it's £2, but for them, it's like it's a lot.
Exactly.
So it's just
It actually feels really nice. Yeah.
yeah. Like I'm a millionaire over here technically.
Yeah. Technically. What would you say back to your mates? What would you tell your mate in your best mate?
What I tell him.
Well, yeah, what kind of? Let's say your best mate comes up to you and is looking for advice, and he tells you he will not get offended. What would you tell him?
I'm actually in a similar situation. One of my friends is trying to build something and start, and he's been for the past few years. It's just been in a position where he's like on and off work, and he's just like having fun in life, which is completely fine. But when you're going from only having fun and just caring about instant gratification, business is gonna feel like a whole nother ball game. Because like the thing I tell them, I'll be like, look, you are about to suffer,
Yeah.
and that is what it is. You're gonna you're gonna mentally suffer because everything you're used to, you're gonna have to throw in the bin. You can no longer just go and watch TV for the whole fucking day. You can't just play games Monday to Friday, eat junk food, do absolute dog shit. Like you're gonna need to build consistency and discipline. And yeah, I feel like it's not even with just my friend. I tell anyone, like if you want to start this, you're gonna have to suffer.
I didn't believe that. Like a couple of years ago, I really didn't believe that. But and then you work on your business for 6 months with no results, and then you
Exactly.
realize, oh, this
Yeah.
is the suffering that they're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you on that. 100%.
yeah.
Like
Um,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
I'll
off.
go for it.
You genuinely think that, like, for example, diet won't impact my business, but it actually does. It
Exactly.
genuinely does.
It's everything. It's everything.
everything.
It's not even just locking in. It's to your diet. Even staying fit and healthy. That is
Yeah.
good as well. It clears your mind. But I think one of the most important things that gets overlooked is guys when they start, they see business as all of this hard work, and then that's actually what prevents them from starting.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you first start, it might be hard, but you actually adjust to that level of hard,
You do.
and you become better. So one thing I preach a lot is the more hard you go through and the more suffering you do, you become a stronger person because you adjust. And I got that from like fitness and boxing when I had to run every single day, I had to train every single day. I thought I was gonna actually die, and I genuinely did hate a lot of things at that time because I was always suffering. But then after, I could do that shit every single week because I just became the type of person that can handle that level of stress. So for guys that think it's gonna be a hard journey, it might, but you adjust to that level of hard over time.
Dude, that is so right, and I experienced that last night. I kid you not.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Then what?
Thumbnails. I kid you not.
Oh, fuck.
For the longest time, I thought thumbnails were this fucking, crazy thing. I didn't know how it worked, so I always made the simplest thumbnails. It's like, oh, put this on, done. And it was cope. It's like I never wanted to improve because of fear.
Yeah.
So last night before bed, actually, I spent 20 minutes, and I came up with this sick thumbnail that you see with like highly produced,
Yeah.
videos. And I thought, wait, okay, now let me do this again, and let me do this again. And I
Exactly.
found it so much easier. Yeah, exactly like you said. Like, holy shit, that's so right. With editing too. Like,
Yeah.
I always thought editing was this hard thing. Now it's like I've done the hard thing once, twice. Now I've adapted to that hard. And it's like,
Exactly.
all right, what's the next level of hard?
Yeah, and that's just how you always level up, and that's how you gotta look at everything, business, like even lifestyle and fitness as well. Like, it in situations where you feel stressed, it's with stress a lot as well. If you feel stressed a lot, your stress level will upgrade to tolerate more stress, because it's
Yeah.
just it's like a human survivability. Like your instinct is to level up, or else you'll just die.
Yeah. Yeah. Adapt or pass away. Question
Yeah.
for you. Say when you get like really emotional, you get really angry, or you get really sad. How do you deal with it? What do you do?
That's a good question. Okay, so if I get angry or upset at, for example, at like at what? Just in general?
Something. Uh, let's say you get some news. You get some news that the friend that you loved, that you thought was always behind your back, has fucking betrayed you,
Okay, yeah.
and that sort of betrayal you feel inside.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
start to feel angry. You want to like punch someone in the
Yeah.
face, right? How
So
do you deal
yeah,
with that?
I made an absolute a habit and a promise to always, before lashing out any fucking strong feeling and going to hit anyone or anything, I gotta really sit there and think like, okay, why did this happen? Or, what's the reason? I'll then think. It'll be like, is there anything I can do about it in this situation? No, there isn't. Then the best process to think is, okay, what now? So what this is called is solution based thinking. So you think of what happened. Is there a solution to it? Can we improve? If the answer is no to everything, the best thing to do would be, I guess. Oh, that's a good question. Because usually when I'm met with something like distressing or I get upset, for example, it's always with money. Like that's what I noticed. It's always with money. Like I can't afford something, or I've just been hit with a three car bills, and I'm sitting there. I've got no money already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna getting fucking fined, and I'm like, fuck. I sit there stressed. I'm like, because in this situation there is a solution. Make more money.
Yeah.
And then I think, okay, how do I make more money? I gotta work more. I gotta go out and find work. I gotta find jobs, and there's online jobs I can find. So then I have to scroll the internet for hours in the day, really lock in to try and find a job to pay it off. So I guess it comes back to that. Like, what is the solution and what can you do in that moment is the first thing I think, and then that's a good fucking question. I can't think of it properly. What about you?
I asked you the question because I experienced this. I think it was yesterday. I messaged him. I'm like, hey, this happened. Can't meet you today. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Anyway, and long story short, personal. Got a bit of news, and the news was just ridiculous. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. I got really angry, like genuinely a bit really angry. And in the past, I would have prevented myself from feeling those emotions. I would have just locked it up inside and told myself, no, no, I'm strong. I don't need it. I don't need anybody. Ah, cool. I'll just do what I need to do. In that moment, I felt every single fucking emotion. I got up and I just started like clenching my fist. I love Muay Thai, so I just started throwing elbows in the sky, some knees. I just
Imagining someone.
yeah, I just pictured someone. I was just beating him up, and I really clenched my teeth. I screamed out a little bit. I'm like, all right, let me first feel these emotions. I felt the emotions. I felt immediately so much better after. And then it was like, okay, is there something I can do about this? And if the answer is no, then it's so much easier for me to let go of that after having dealt with the emotions. But if I don't deal with the emotions and then I say, oh, I don't care, I actually do care. I genuinely do care. And it
that's
just
like-
becomes a lie to myself. So that's what I do.
Yeah. I think that's what a lot of guys do when they say, when they say I don't care. And
Yeah.
then they build it up.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They do that with everything to the point where they say they don't care, and then it builds up so much that they just become in a shit mood all the time.
Absolutely.
Because they've got all this backlog of bullshit happening,
Exactly.
and then they're going through their day to day as well. And then I think it's definitely good to throw some hands, let
Throw
shit
some
out
hands,
sometimes.
yeah, 100%. Shadow
Yeah.
boxing, like, I don't know. Who do you hate the most? Just picture that in front of your mind. I hope you don't really hate anyone that bad. Hatred, whatever, let go, but I don't know. Think about a politician. All right, everyone can hate politicians. That's one people we can hate.
I actually don't care about politics.
Good.
I actually have zero fault for politics.
That's good.
I
But,
do hate some people.
then yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
just summon this image and do what you gotta do. But yeah, that's the way I do it.
Okay, this kind of question, something like I specialize more in. I just want to know someone else's opinion because I haven't actually ever asked anyone. What do you think about guys and knowing self-defense? Do you think it's important for a guy to know self-defense? Like being able to fight and be strong. So wait, let's just start with self-defense, then we'll go into more like health and being
Strength
built.
and stuff
So
like
yeah,
that. Self-defense, absolutely, 100,000%. Even if you're never going to use it, the reason is, I'll tell you the story. I was 17 years old with my best friend at the time, and my best friend got a message on his phone, and the message said, "Hey, watch out! As soon as you leave school, there is going to be a group of 7 guys who are going to jump you."
yeah,
I'm right next to my friend, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yo, like, all right, I'm gonna be here for you, right? Let's go. Let's face it together." Anyway, so we got up, we're walking, and lo and behold, there were 7 guys, and
Fucking hell.
funnily enough, one chick there as well who was throwing hands. They went straight for my mate, because I had nothing to do with that fight.
Yeah.
I wasn't even involved, but I wanted to be there to protect my friend. They went straight for my friend, just punching him, fucking doing everything. He's on the floor, and I'm trying to get in, and I'm trying to like separate and throw hands myself. Anyway, the guy, the perpetrator, I saw an opening, head exposed. I came straight in. I'm running, fueled with all this rage. I'm running. I threw a punch. He fell on the floor, and the fight was over. Me and my friend ran. Now, after this happened, I was fueled with hatred. I genuinely wanted to like hurt this guy.
yeah. Understand.
Until a few years later, I started watching Muay Thai, and I'm like, okay, wait, this is funny. Muay Thai boxing, this isn't about violence.
Yeah,
This is about self-mastery.
yeah,
And I realized at the time, like, going back to 17 years old, if I knew how to fight and defend myself, I would have avoided that at all costs anyway,
yeah.
because I know what I'm capable of. But when I was in the moment, I didn't know what I was capable of. And so after the fight, we went to the police, and the police said, mate, if you took 2 extra steps with that punch, you would have killed him, because his head would have jumped on concrete and he
Yeah.
would have died, and I would have been sent to prison.
Yeah,
So martial arts, you don't learn that to commit violence. You learn it to first gain mastery of your own emotions, realize what you are capable of doing, and also hopefully to prevent violence.
yeah.
That's why I think self-defense is absolutely crucial. What do you think?
Damn, I mean, first of all, I gotta say, you and your friend got some balls to be going up against the
Bro,
2v7.
we were retarded. We were genuinely retarded. If I went back, I
You
would have
guys
said
just
no.
I thought there'd be some like, oh yeah, let's take a different path home today.
That's exactly what I would have said to my younger self.
Wait, you guys voluntarily went to a 2v7?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because
That
again,
changes-
we were like
changes.
ego, you know. Oh yeah, we can fight. But like,
Oh, that's
honestly, if I knew how to fight in that moment, I would have just said, "Bro, what are we doing? Just walk the other way. Go
Fuck,
take
bro.
another exit, you stupid idiot." But again, I
Fair
didn't have
enough.
control
Yeah, yeah.
over my ego or my
Yeah.
emotions. That's why I got into violence. Funnily enough, if I knew how to commit violence, I wouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? It's a paradox.
yeah. I mean, when it's optional like that, I'd definitely say avoid it. But if it's like a non-negotiable 2v7 now or die, then
yeah.
then
send
swing
it.
like crazy. But yeah, I completely agree with the whole self-mastery thing. And when you've become, one of the main things I always say is when you become strong and you learn.
Sorry, bro. 1 second.
Yeah, you good. You got nibbed. Your coconuts got nibbed.
No, I ordered the smoothie bowl, and it's not here yet. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
We've got patience. Go on.
What I was gonna say, when you got confidence in fighting and you know how to fight, you know you can fight better than the average person. You almost feel a lot more confident and just able anywhere you go. You can go to a room full of guys, and you know if anything happened, you can defend yourself and those you love. And the thing you said about the self-mastery thing, that's a good point, because a lot of guys don't know how to fight. If there's 2 guys, like if me and you here for some reason had an altercation, we both know how to fight. Fighting will probably be the last thing we
Yeah,
do,
exactly.
funnily enough, because
Yeah.
we know the danger of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I always say, if you're a guy that knows how to fight and there's someone that's just squaring up to you, they have a big ego, I always say, never throw a punch to their face, like hit him in the liver, give him a little leg kick so they can feel something. But yeah, you don't ever want to, especially as an experienced fighter, you don't want to take full power out, because you can really damage someone and then get thrown, knocked away.
Yeah.
Some
Absolutely.
stupid shit. But yeah, I always say non-negotiable for guys to learn fighting for
I
themselves, for their family.
100%. I agree.
for their friends even. Like
Yeah.
that situation. Yeah, it's fucking people would pay, people would die to have a friend like that could go into 2v7s with them.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good feeling. But yeah, no. And then okay, in terms of getting strong and putting on some muscle.
Yeah, you go with that first.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think it is absolutely non-negotiable for guys to put on at least some muscle for everything, everyday tasks. You look bigger. You look more confident, and it's just there's just endless benefits to having muscle as a guy. It's like there's no reason why you wouldn't want to have. You look more attractive. You you look like you can defend yourself and then those around you, and it's just the main thing about it as well is you almost get like a certain level of respect if you have muscle anywhere you go, because people see you put in the hard work, people see
Yeah.
you invest time in yourself, in how you look. So I think yeah, if you're a guy, definitely commit a
Absolutely.
couple of years to looking big.
Yeah, I would add on top of that, goes back to the conversation we had earlier, is when you realize you can build muscle and look good, then you realize, oh wait, if I can build muscle, I can do that other thing, and I can do this, and I can do that, and then maybe I can start a business. You realize all it takes is consistency and work, not some magical thing, not some genetic, blessing.
Yeah.
And so you start to realize, wait, I have control over what I do and what I want to do. On top of that, also children.
Children.
Yeah, I'd love to be a role model for my kids.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good one.
And raise kids who, you don't have to tell them to go to the gym and lift. They just do it because they see their dad who's jacked,
Yeah.
which would be sick.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, I agree with you. Muscle, I think every guy should absolutely build. You
It's
don't have to get jacked, but
Yeah.
build some muscle.
Yeah, especially in school. Like when I used to be in secondary school, it was an all boys school, and then sometimes I had a friend called Kevin. If anyone picked on Kevin, he had a fucking Polish dad. He was bald. He was muscly as fuck. No one could fuck with Kevin because they knew his dad would come over there and just one bang everyone. It was kind of funny. It was almost like a joke. So yeah, it's almost like also if you're a built dad, you give automatic protection to everyone that
Yeah.
knows you.
Absolutely, absolutely. That respect, yeah, comes back.
Yeah, plus your kid can always say, my dad's gonna go beat you up. If you're a skinny dad, then what can you do?
Yeah, exactly. People call you bluff.
Mm.
I agree with you on that. Health. Now, what would you say about the health part?
Health.
I mean, I think that goes without saying.
I mean, I think you're more of a health advocate than me, but I'm not too big on health at the moment. If I'm being completely honest, like for me, it was never a priority to be healthy because I was never in a situation where it was like be healthy or get a negative effect. Obviously, like I feel worse, but back in the UK, I just eat anything. I drink alcohol to the point where I'm blacked out. Do all the healthy stuff, and I can still wake up and be completely fine. But I know for people that, for example, like yourself, you said your story with acne, health is super important for you. So I can understand why it matters so much more to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me personally, I'm not really too concerned with health now, but it's definitely a long-term play. You cannot be unhealthy after you're like 25, because then you're growing up. That's when you have to start like taking care of your body a lot more.
It starts to take a toll on you as you get older and older and older. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, I think if you're older, it's definitely a lot more important because a lot more things can happen to you if you don't take care of your health. But even no, I'm not. Wait, being clear here, I'm not promoting being unhealthy if you're young. Okay, don't go out do drugs.
Yeah, disclaimer, guys.
Unless I'm there. No, I'm playing. What do you think about health? And what's your story about it? Because I think a lot of people are in a similar situation that you used to be in.
Yeah. The biggest thing is that growing up, I had acne, really bad acne, and that carried on to like I was 19, 20, 21. That's when I kind of solved it with health. Stress was a big part as well. And the other thing was like, I was lean and I had a decent physique. Like if I was in the sun, good lighting, whatever, you could see abs, you could see that I work out and stuff. But I felt so unhealthy. Like I couldn't run 5 minutes, I couldn't do these kind of things. And I just felt a bit embarrassed. But the way I see it is kind of like an investment.
Mhm.
You could start investing in your 20s, and by the time you're 50, you've made $2 million.
Yeah.
But if you start investing when you're 35, by the time you're 50, you've only made $300,000. So that's the way I look at it. So it's like, all right, well,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
compound, I guess.
yeah. And by the way, I'm not an extremist. Like, I smoke cigarettes. I'm not like, oh, I know, oh, guys,
Yeah.
you know. But it's the little bit of decisions that you can make. Sure, you know, if you're not, if you still want to enjoy life, whatever, cool. Do your thing. Go drink on the weekends. No worries. Have some wine. No worries.
Yeah.
But firstly, when you're doing this every day, okay, we have a problem. But also, when you're not balancing your weekends, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
with the occasional morning runs or with the, for example, the steak platter last night, you know
Oh,
what
that
I
was
mean?
crazy.
When
Yeah.
you're not balancing that, then okay, we might have a problem here. So that's the way I would put it.
Yeah, I think balance is definitely important. What is your view on work-life balance? Because you know, it's like a big
Yeah.
argument whether you should be having
Yeah.
fun because you're burnt out or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
So, what's your view on it?
Okay. I think Alex Hormozy said this, and it changed my mind. When business becomes the most fun thing in your life, you stop looking for that work-life balance
Mm-hmm.
because every day is fun now. Like for us, you know, have you been to the club here yet?
No.
I haven't. Have you? Well, I mean, you have a girlfriend. I haven't slept around with anybody here. I haven't had a drink here yet. I haven't done fun stuff here yet.
Mhm.
I mean, we've just been coming to the gym, working out, doing an ice bar sauna, eating great food, and recording videos. I've had so much fun.
Yeah.
I didn't even feel like I need to do any of these things. I never felt like I was missing out on the fun
Yeah.
because like I've made my work and my life genuinely fun.
Yeah. And
So
yeah, you know, that's actually a really good point because that ties in with the whole when people set a goal and they say, "Oh, I'm not going to be happy till I'm here," because what ends up happening is guys they set a goal, for example, 10K a month.
Mhm.
So they make 10,000, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm at 10,000 now, but I still feel the same.
Yeah.
I need to make 20,000."
Yeah.
So I think that is a super important point. You have to find the fun in the journey because
Yeah.
the destination is just like it's an achievement that you hit, and then you're like, "Okay, cool. What's next?" I definitely realized that with winning my boxing belt. It was my number one like dream when I started boxing. I was like, I want to win a belt. Trained for 2 years, had 12 fights, and then in the end, I won it. I was the happiest person probably in my life for about 3 days, and then after, I was like,
What's
yo,
next?
like, I was like, what's next? Like, B, like, it's just a belt now. Like every time I look at the belt, it's not the actual belt I see. It's the endless fucking training sessions, endless like running sessions where I was like
Exactly.
having fun with my friends as well. It's like that's what you need to.
Exactly.
That's what you need to achieve. Yeah.
What do you think about this? Life as a man, there is never an end point.
Yeah. No, there definitely isn't.
Yeah.
It's like there is no max level,
Yeah.
and you know, people love to think there is some sort of endpoint they'll get to and they'll feel happy.
Yeah.
But there just isn't. Like you'll never be satisfied with a certain amount. And even for those that, because there's gonna be people that sit here and they're gonna be like, oh well, if I had $1 million, I'd be happy every single day. You'd be bored.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'd be
you'd
bored.
spend all your money. You'd go do your shit. You'd go to the clubs. You'd go do your drugs if you're into that, or you go on enough holidays. But then it becomes a point where it's like I have no purpose and I'm just sitting all day doing nothing in the sun. And it's why a lot of people, especially these guys that build these super big tech companies and sell them, they become depressed after. I don't know if you've heard that.
Yeah, yeah.
But they become depressed because they spent all this time into developing something. They had a big purpose, but then once they sold their purpose, they had nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just they're lost. Because like, what do I even do now?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think to circle it around, it's super important to have purpose as a guy, have a goal, and always move towards something. I think it's just super healthy to have some sort of purpose.
And it's so freeing knowing that, like, okay, life as a man, we're never gonna settle down and like, you know, just enjoy our things. It's actually freeing.
Yeah.
Then we stop looking for that end point, exactly like you said, and we start to look at now, and it's like, oh, you know what? Here I am. 3 hours past my bedtime and I'm grinding and I'm actually enjoying
Hell
this.
yeah.
Like I've got a smile.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Not that saying that I did that, but just as an example, like shit, you start to enjoy the journey exactly like Archie said, and that's
Yeah.
easier said than done. You go on
Definitely.
Instagram, you go on YouTube, everybody says that. Oh, just enjoy the journey. But
And
like,
then you're sitting there at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
like, fuck this journey.
Fuck
Like,
this shit, yeah.
I'm working 6
Exactly.
hours past bedtime. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
God, please just drop 10k in my mouth,
Yeah.
not in my lap. What am I
Pause.
saying? Pause, yeah.
Yo.
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 They call it a Freudian slip.
Too many coconut water.
Yeah, a bit too much, guys. Cut. Time out.
Nah.
But yeah, man, it's quite freeing. Like knowing I'm going to do this forever is just awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely think because some guys think of that as like a bit depressing. There's always something to chase, but it's just important to have something that
Yeah.
you're always aiming for. Because it's kind of like progressing. You're just leveling up every single day, closer to something. And then once
Yeah.
you achieve it, you get to do something else. It's supposed to look at it as a fun way, kind of like a video game. I don't know if you were ever big into games.
Were you?
Yeah,
Oh, me too.
I
Big
was,
time.
I was fucking.
Alright, hold on. We've got to pause. What games? Firstly, what PC or console?
I went from Xbox to PC, but mainly
Okay.
PC.
I went from PlayStation to PC as well.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, cool.
The games you play are gonna tell me a lot about you.
Exactly. So,
Right,
who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Rust.
Nah, I couldn't do Rust. The graphics just look too shitty, and the animations look shitty, bro.
Okay, you.
Alright, let's see. Oh my god, you're gonna hate me for this. I don't even know if you know this. Dota? Oh, nah, alright, it's over. Cut. True?
Okay. Okay. Sure.
At least I didn't say League.
I say League.
Oh no! Oh, I'm out.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah. Anything else? Or just
Uh,
Dota player?
No, I played a few others. Alright, Dota, let's say. What else did I play? Skyrim.
Oh,
Elder
that's
Scrolls.
the spray based.
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Nah, not Overwatch.
Alright. I'm just a fucking FPS demon.
Did you play FIFA?
Nah.
Yeah, I hated FIFA. I could not play that shit.
I can't even stand anyone that plays FIFA.
Yeah, nah. What else?
Yeah, actually, it's a big thing because in England, everyone's into football.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because if you look at all my friends I have at home, none of them are into football.
True.
And like the only reason I can cope with them and have communications is because we talk about stuff that's not football. I can just not stand being near someone that's like their whole personality.
It's just football.
Have you seen the footy last
Yeah.
night? It's like fuck off.
You want to play some FIFA?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about let's see, Fallout 4? You ever play that?
Nah, I know. Nah, I didn't play it. I know what it is, but I didn't play it. I didn't play like the solo games. To be fair.
Oh, true.
Like, yeah, even Skyrim I didn't play.
Man, I was a loner, so all I did was play solo games. I just locked myself in my room for 12 hours just playing fucking video games, man.
Fair enough.
Crazy
Fair.
shit.
Yeah, but that's. Have you heard about people talking about like, it's actually an advantage if you're a gamer in business, because you have the mindset of leveling up and like achieving trophies.
I have heard that,
Yeah.
and I do believe that is true. I felt that personally. Like, yeah,
I mean, for me, gaming was probably worse than some people's crack addictions. Like I genuinely had to play like 12 hours each day most days because
Oh,
I
me
was that
too, man.
addicted. But
holy shit.
I think one of the most critical points in my life and in making progress in business was taking my energy that I put into games and putting it into business and working out.
Yeah,
'Cause-
honest to God.
Yeah, it saved so much time, A, and B, it leveled everything up more because I was able to take all that energy I put into games, all those hours I spent, and just divert it into something more productive, business.
Oh man, I love leveling up in video games because it makes you feel like you're being productive,
Yeah.
but you're not.
Yeah.
And exactly like you said, as soon as you can transfer that to business or some sort of goal that you have, it just becomes like a video game. Absolutely.
Exactly. And yeah, a lot of people have difficulty switching from video games not because of the game itself, but because of the rewarding system in the games.
Yeah.
I heard this from Charlie Morgan. Don't know if you know
Yeah,
who he
yeah,
is.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, but he has talked about it, and he said like in these video games, like every kill you get, every summon you get like an achievement, or you get something that rewards you.
Yeah.
And you need to be able to turn that into like a bigger picture. Like for example, making your first client in business.
Yeah.
And yeah, the hardest switches in games, it's instant, it's really fast, and you're able to go game to game, achieve, get more trophies or whatever. But in business, you gotta like reframe your brain and rewire
Yeah.
stuff to like say, okay, this is gonna just take a bit longer. But yeah, it'll
That's
just,
so true. That's why I always played games where I could either create my own character and level it up, or like create my own kind of like kingdom per se and level that up.
yeah.
I played a lot of Paradox games,
Okay.
Stellaris, Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis, fucking all these games.
Never heard of those.
Essentially, what you do, they give you control over a country like Austria,
Oh.
and then you make all these
oh.
decisions to like either
Yeah.
expand your borders
Yeah.
or something like that.
I had
And
a
it's just
friend,
like,
I had a friend that played same kid, Kevin.
Yeah.
He fucking played every single game of that.
yeah.
Like a Roman empires. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly. Like I felt like the king, you know, in the
Yeah.
game. But as soon as I quit the game, I was just a fucking loser. So I needed to get back straight onto the game to
Yeah.
start leveling up my fucking
Respect
99
that.
attack character. Where in
Yeah.
real life I was like minus 12 attack.
They have a GTA 5 analogy that they use, but I forgot what it is. It's like guys level up in GTA 5, but don't level up in real life. It's like what are you doing at this point? Like, why are
Yeah.
you spending time getting millions in a game?
Yeah, literally.
You should do that in real life instead.
Yeah, yeah,
What's the
literally.
problem
Just
with
go hire a car with a few mates and drive by shoot some guys.
that? Yeah. That's one way to make money. Bro.
Yeah,
New
I mean-
business idea.
Exactly.
Hey, I respect it. I respect it.
Man, talk to me about Bali.
Oh, Bali. I mean, as you can see, weather's actually okay today. It's not been the best, but aside from talking about the weather and the obvious and how nice everyone in here is, like I mentioned before, it's just more of the lock-in environment. Like being here just puts me on another level of focus. I'm just like, everyone else is working. I'm gonna start working. Like, I see like a lot of. One thing for me, and I haven't heard many people talk about this, but when I see celebrities or famous people in real life, like you do here, I get so motivated because I see they're just skin and bone. I see they're literally a person, and then it takes down so much more significance for them than I had in my head, because for me, they have millions of followers, they have all of this stuff, but in reality, they're just like, they're just there. They're like right in front of me. They're normal. And then all I think in my head is like, how am I not able to achieve the same as them? They
Yeah.
have 24 hours in a day. They're a normal person right there. And yeah, it makes me super motivated. Super motivated to be here and see people here working. So yeah, I think if you want to get work done and you want to connect with people that are like where you want to be or where you are, it's definitely the best place to be. But you want to live here, don't you?
Yeah, I'd love to live here. Firstly, doesn't that look like a cigar? Literally, it's like they've lit up a fucking cigar.
They got so many of these here.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't really see it. Oh, you can. You got the pipe. What? Yeah, bro, you good. Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
It was in the fridge that entire time. I thought they forgot about it.
Got a bowl.
Yeah, they just didn't want to bring it out because they didn't want to interrupt the video.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice of them.
honestly,
See,
it
everyone's
doesn't
here.
matter.
So nice.
It makes it more wholesome when we get interrupted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Secondly, the question was, do you like the smell of that kind of stuff?
Incense.
Yeah.
I think they're okay, but yeah, no, I do, but it gets sickening after a while. I can't
After a
lie.
while, it does.
Especially in more central Canggu, you smell that everywhere.
Everywhere, right? Because there's temples and stuff
Yep,
everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. They have this ritual stuff where they have crackers, leaves or something. It's like a prayer they do to gods, and they leave it on the floor,
Yeah.
and it just everywhere is incense, every single place. So It's nice at first, but then you're just kind of like, I can't smell anything.
God.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a joke, but I don't think it's appropriate making a joke about their religion.
I'm kind of curious what the joke is. Though.
It turns out their god is an animal based. It's not a very healthy god. Oh my god.
No.
Cut this one out. We're gonna get fucking deported.
Oh, please don't.
I want my Kitos. No, in terms of Bali, like on top of everything that you said, there's like an extra bit I'll add as well. Firstly, a level of peace. There's just a level of peace here. There's not much of a rush.
Yeah.
You don't need to be at XYZ place. You don't need to do what society tells you to do. You take things at your own time. And it's a bit more rewarding as well, like immersive.
Okay.
It's, for example, doing a video here as opposed to locked in at 4 doors with AC
Yeah.
blasting,
Yeah.
right? Being able to grab your laptop and go to a cafe, restaurant, or a gym instead of, at least in my home apartment, surrounded by 4 walls, white
Yeah.
walls, and LED lights, which is
Yeah.
just not like inspiring at all. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. We're at a gym right now, actually.
Yeah, literally, we're just at a gym.
We're at a
just
gym.
chilling.
You can eat here. They
Exactly.
got a health center with ice baths. Like,
Exactly.
you have everything you need here
Yeah.
to do what you want.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, for example, when I live in Australia in Sydney, I always look forward to the time that I'm going to go to like Bondi Beach.
Mhm.
Here, I've been to the beach twice, not because I didn't want to go, but because I've already been so fulfilled with the things I'm already doing day to
Yeah.
day, where I didn't need that like escape.
Okay.
But in Australia, at least from my own perspective, because the way I do things like work, money, whatever, it's like I can't wait to leave work and just go on the weekend, go to the beach.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen that often. It's
Yeah.
because I'm looking for an escape away from responsibilities, frankly, which aren't even my fucking responsibilities.
Yeah.
It's just somebody told me, hey, you should do this. Like, hey, you should go get this mortgage when you can't fucking afford it. And by the way, I'm swearing, but I
Yeah, don't matter.
care
Don't
about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, everybody's selling you a dream. The dream here is whatever the fuck you want it to be. There is
That's
no
real.
dream here.
That's
You
real.
wanna be the guy that's just wants to surf? Yeah, do that. Come surf. You want to be the guy that wants to do entrepreneurship? Come do it.
I haven't seen any furries here.
Yeah, actually, no. I saw one yesterday.
What?
Yeah, I saw one yesterday.
Maybe there is everything.
Maybe not so much of a furry, but she was just weird, wearing like. I don't mean to be judgmental, but yeah, I saw that yesterday. First one though.
Fair enough. I was
been
gonna
here
say
for 2 weeks.
it's a furry safe space, but nah, never mind. No, yeah. Okay. Okay, just got kind of one more to maybe wrap it up. But
Sure.
what if someone's at complete zero, and I can't say we're completely credible. We're not super successful. We're not making millions or thousands. I'm just if someone is at day zero, and they're looking at us right now, they're like, these guys are in Bali. I want to be there. I want to meet them. I want to connect with them. Where should they start?
Fuck, that's a good question.
Because I made a video about it yesterday, but I want to know your thoughts.
Okay, that's a good question. Where should they start? First, with intention.
Okay.
Intention is very important. Make that clear.
Step one, intention.
Intention. Step two, because the way I'm thinking it is, okay, if I want to go to Bali, would I just lock in for 3 months and not do anything but save up money? Or would I do it in a balanced way?
Yeah, but what do you mean by lock in?
Let's say I want to go to Bali and I'm at step 0. For the next 3 months, all I'm going to do is just work 70-hour shifts, save all my money, and then I'm going to come to Bali.
Okay, but I'm saying if someone wants to work online, for example,
Oh, okay.
it's like leave
okay.
their current job,
Mm-hmm.
come to Bali, and just kind of live the everyday you and me are doing. Go gym, make
Look at that
videos.
motherfucker.
Look at that fucking thing. Big ass, disgusting bugs here.
It's disgusting. All right. Fuck, what would I do? Yeah, for sure. Intention, you want to save a bit of money. What I would say is I think you should start with content. Absolutely.
Okay.
The reason for that is when you speak about the things that you want to do or the things that you know, you speak it back to yourself and your belief in yourself gets a bit stronger. Like if I keep talking to you about lifting, eventually I would have talked about it so much that I'll never forget about lifting.
Nice.
So that's like a bit of repetition. Plus, there are so many people just like us.
Yeah.
Like we think we're unique. We're actually not that unique. There's a lot of people like us who like to hear that story.
Okay.
So chances are you'll find maybe 200 subscribers. Out of that 200, 5 could genuinely be your best mate. 5 could be your friends. Maybe 1 could be genuinely your best mate. But that connection can change your life as well.
Yeah.
So I'd say for sure do content. Where would you do content? I could say YouTube because that's what I do on just YouTube.
YouTube, short form. Yeah.
You've come to Bali, you've landed, you've got an idea of what you want to talk about, you've got an idea of your passions, hopefully, and hopefully a bit of valuable things that have changed your life that hopefully you can teach and change other people's life as well. So that's set. Your first day in Bali, what I would recommend. Am I answering the question right, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I would recommend is, honest to God, hit up a gym, hit up some sort of gym, and just try to find someone similar on your level, because you can have all these ideas in your head, but if you're not sharing it with somebody and you're not getting direct feedback, then they're only ideas that you think might work, but
Yeah.
you haven't seen them from other perspectives.
Yeah.
But also on that topic, inspiration. Like I'm talking to him, we're talking to each other, and I leave with things that I've learned as well, and it makes me think, okay, like this is interesting. It's opening up my mind, you know. So I would say, yeah, come to the gym, make for sure like a friend
Nice.
or two.
Connections. Yeah.
And honestly, I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. And
Yeah.
I would just say, just execute. Like, don't think, execute,
Just
execute.
do.
Just do.
Yeah.
You know, just do.
I like that.
Personally,
I like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I like that. I mean,
What do you do?
yeah. Mine's more like so my answer it's kind of it's super direct. It's if you hate where you are, if you want to go to Bali, if you want to like just work from a place where you're not constantly getting showered at indoors the whole day. Like first thing you do, step one, learn a skill, or if you have a skill, even better.
Yeah.
So first of all, you learn a skill because then you become valuable. You either become valuable to someone that has a business, or you make your own business by learning a skill. If you already have a skill, content single-handedly best way to do it because you teach other people the skill. You don't have to be a scum that instantly makes people pay thousands to learn the skill. You can give it away for free. Then people trust you. And then when people trust you, they're more happy to pay you.
That's actually very important.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the most important parts. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, so kind of if you're at zero, you either learn a skill or you use your skill to teach others. Then people want to pay you. And then kind of it all comes down to learning skill sets and just becoming a better person. Because when you, at day zero, when I was at day zero at least, all I knew is, oh, people are doing this to be rich. I didn't know, like for me, it was like people doing copywriting. So I saw people doing copywriting. I was like, damn, they're rich. I'm going to get rich doing copywriting. I started doing it. I was absolutely terrible. And for the first 6 months to even a year, I was not, I could not make a dime out of it because I was just bad at it. So definitely learn a skill. And then, yeah, connection. I wouldn't be here without connections. Yeah, I think that's single-handedly the best thing. Like, you can't be a lone wolf in this world.
Yeah, that's the biggest part as well. Like a lot
Yeah.
of YouTubers or like these again alpha guys and gurus or whatever red pill guys will say like, oh, lone wolf, go your own way. But honestly, we're humans for a reason. We're social creatures for a reason.
Yeah.
We're supposed to socialize.
Yeah.
Does it smell like shit? Swear to God. Anyway.
Doing something over there.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That does not look nice.
Oh, there's like a fucking black cloud. Okay, well.
That looks bad. Yeah. I would have included that part. Some sort of skill. I don't know. ideally in a perfect world, you want it to be a skill you genuinely care about
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like, you
Yeah.
don't just want to learn, like you said, copywriting because it does well. Anything can do well.
yeah. You can definitely like switch skills because the thing as well with learning skills, you develop or learn micro skills as well. Like if I was to learn sales, like something I'd learn along the way would be marketing. It's just how it works. They're hand in hand. So yeah, learn skills, and then while you're learning one skill, you're gonna learn many other things. And then once you're really like, when you have a lot of skill sets, then you can switch how do you say the word trajectory to do something you like. So that's one
Yeah.
way of doing it. And kind of circle back to the connections thing. The thing I smell the thing.
Yeah,
that's
you
over.
smell it right now.
The thing I think is the most important is, for example, you know a lot about health, diet, and you have other skill sets, and then I know other things. So if I'm ever confused about something or I need to lock in or learn something, I could just come to you without spending hours and
Yeah.
weeks studying it myself. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about having connections. Just because you become so much more knowledgeable just by knowing people rather than having to learn everything yourself.
That's so true. And the thing is, you don't even have to pay because chances are, like, when you're asking for knowledge from somebody who you want to learn from, chances are they're passionate about
Yeah.
it. They're more than willing to tell you. Like, and it's not even that. Like, they'll end up telling you things over dinner, for example, or like just randomly. Like, you'll tell me when we're walking down. Oh, by the way, this like the self-defense thing.
Yeah.
You're telling me about psychology. I'm just learning, and we're just having dinner.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't even ask,
Yeah.
yet I'm learning, and that's one of the most important things as well. That brings me to the topic of as well. Choose your friends wisely. Choose who you talk to wisely, because we could have, and I'm not saying like you can't ever do this, but we could have easily been talking about the football. You
Yeah.
know, oh yeah, you
Yeah.
know, oh how's the footy back
Yeah.
home? But it's like when you choose a friend wisely, chances are most of your conversations are going to be growth conversations. They're going to be conversations about like, hey, how's the business? What you
Yeah.
learn? This, that, you know, rather than about the footy or what you
Yeah.
hear about the politics.
Yeah, and kind of to jump in with that as well. That's a really good point, but you should also know when to distance or cut people off. And I'm never into cutting people off. I know there's like the whole day one thing, like switch up on your day ones. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
It's funny, but all in all, I don't think you should ever like cut someone off or switch up immediately, because if you're changing as a person, it's going to be difficult for them to understand that you're being someone else. So rather than just be like completely like fuck off, go away, you should just distance yourself. Maybe speak to them less, or
Yeah.
maybe just help them understand that you're doing this now, and you don't want to do like the same stuff, like going out so much or partying
Yeah.
or taking drugs. And if they think you're a loser, that's fine. That's less work on you having to speak to them. They'll just cut themselves off. But that's how you know it's not meant to be. Like you shouldn't have to try hold hands with everyone and make sure they're all happy whilst you're growing and changing. So
That's true.
people are gonna disagree with you, 100%. Especially when they see you doing better than them.
Yeah.
There's so many jealous people in the world. It's just crazy.
I've got 2-3 day ones, and these were the guys that literally taught me English when I first came to Australia, like by myself, not knowing any fucking English.
It's foreigners.
Yeah, and
I'm foreign as well.
funny enough, one of my friends, one of my day one friends, he absolutely loves Bali as well. But we are so fucking different. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, he loves the club, the drink. Let's do all of this thing. Whereas I'm like, I don't remember the last time I did that. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be like, oh, bro,
Yeah,
you know.
no, that's
It's
that's
still my
fair.
day one. Doesn't mean
That's
we have
fair.
to talk. Doesn't mean I have to cut him off. But I just talk to him less. We talk maybe once every few months. That's fine. That's totally fine.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You don't have to cut someone off because they're not in alignment with you.
Yeah.
It's just don't have to speak to them as much. Yeah, no, I like that.
Unless the energy vampires, like
Oh.
they suck like your life force out
Yeah,
of you,
yeah.
then that's different,
Yeah.
you know. Then that's a bit cheeky. But if they leave you alone, they're like, yeah,
Bit
whatever.
cheeky.
Then yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Don't be friends with people that are sucking on you, bro.
Pause. Hard pause.
Um,
We don't like people who suck. I prefer people who swallow.
Yo! Balls. Alright.
Johnny Sinzak.
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be bald later today.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Imagine you get a haircut and then I do like a part two. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is someone else now.
Yeah.
Made more connections. All right. Yeah. How long have we been here? This 64,
65 minutes.
65
End
minutes.
the quick Cooper, 65 minutes on the dot.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, thank you for sitting here and watching this. Hope you've got some crazy intel and information.
Some inside information, guys. I work for the CIA.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I guess this is the first one out of many to come in the future. Hopefully, get more successful. And
That's it,
yeah,
man.
we're gonna,
Pleasure.
we're gonna
Pleasure
come back.
talking to you.
We're gonna come back with more information next time.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah. Let's go.
Hold on.
Boom. Let's go.